I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you the most proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you like me, my YouTube videos, whether you give me a thumbs up or a thumb down. It doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, or my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter if you're dark-skinned or light-skinned. I greet all of you all with that same universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Today happened to be Sunday, March the 22nd, 2020, the year of the vision, the positive vision, the change, to uplift all humanity, not just the rich and the middle class, but the poor and the needy. The time being 9:22 a.m. Thank God for the people made it possible for me and my two young daughters and my dad to be able to stay in the Hilton Garden Inn. My daughters is still asleep. My dad is eating breakfast. And you see what I'm doing, what any parent would do. I'm letting them rest, my dad eat, and I'm unpacking our things. I want to just show you, well, y'all, those that been watching my YouTube videos, y'all know what's been going on. Yesterday, my two young daughters, we traveled almost 400 miles one way to say their goodbyes to their mother. The oldest sister of their mother was the only one was able to speak at the service, which was 1 hour, from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. It was almost like a dictatorship. You know, the oldest sister, the oldest aunt of my daughters and them, and my daughters and them oldest sister on their mother's side, asked us to come to their house out in the southwest suburbs, where they was gonna have a repast. Me and my two daughters and my dad traveled all the way from there, from the hotel, to get there, and one of the family members said, the oldest sister's husband said, I can't come in. So we didn't go. Now ain't that something? My children wasn't able to mingle with their brothers and sisters and their other cousins. Thank God that they was able to do it at the funeral home. The brother of my two youngest daughters' mother, he did help us financially and morally. But let me tell you the only thing that other family gave my daughters and them, they didn't have no say-so. They gave them some flowers that they didn't want. They cremated their mother. This is something they didn't want. They gave it to my daughters and them. But they didn't allow my daughters and them to have no say-so in anything, any part of the service. That's how they've been doing my daughters and them for years. But you know, God would deal with them sooner or later. The sister and her husband, they live in a fancy $200,000 or $300,000 home, 5 bedrooms with a basement, 2-3 garages. And one thing they don't know, they can't take none of that when they leave this earth. They said it wasn't nothing but just family. But I thank God some of my friends, the White Taylor, showed up. My cousin Tina Watson showed up. My homie JB showed up. My niece Sharika Fizel came with us to support us. But on the mother side, their whole family, generations of family. But one thing about the generation of family, they showed all of my children them love. Everybody, even the ones that been treating my children's wrong and me wrong. But it was a performance because the sister gave a speech at her own sister's homegoing, but she had to read it from a phone. You see, me and my daughters could have got up and spoke about their mother without having to get a phone because we don't have to have it rehearsed. But the sister been a dictator to my children's mother. That's why we got a divorce. She took my two youngest daughters' mothers two oldest and youngest child. But yet she got up and spoke like she loved them. She went to Burger King's in Indiana and found the co-workers of my daughter's mother, because my daughter's mother was a manager in Indiana at a Burger King, and she invited all of them. But my two daughters' family, she said, she didn't want nobody else to come. But I'm gonna give y'all the rest of the scoop because it's cold out here. Look at my other videos. You see what I'm saying? And listen here. It wasn't this the husband of the oldest sister that said we couldn't come in there, because if the family would have got together, because he's no blood of my two children. He just married my children's mother's oldest sister. But if she was any type of woman and that family was any type of family that cared about my two daughters, they would have overruled him, knowing they hadn't seen their brothers and sisters in a long time. That's how wicked 90% of that family is. But I ain't speaking of cousins and things like that. But I'm just gonna leave right now with the peace and blessings of God. Y'all pray for me and my daughters and them as we get ready to take this trip. I will say, as I came, peace be still.